my name is Shweta Dhadiwal Baid. I am a electronics engineer graduate from Vishwakarma Institute in Pune, and then I did my masters in US. In US, I have done all sorts of job. I started working in a kitchen because survival of fittest. I had to have money to pay my rent and tuition. First semester's loan was from SBI. Second semester onward, it was all credit card. I worked in kitchen, worked in parlor. Then I got married. I came back to India. There was no job for engineering in Delhi. It was all Hyderabad and Bangalore. I'm talking about 2007 and 8 when there was recession. Last job which I left was as a tech support engineer for a electronics medical record company. I chose to do tech journalism and I worked as a technology journalist for Electronics for You magazine. From there, I kind of moved into marketing communications and served another semiconductor company for 8 years into marketing communications, university relations. When entire marketing shifted from traditional offline marketing to digital, that is where our company also transferred into, developing digital skills for the team. So I picked up email marketing, social media, communications, and now I run my own digital marketing agency, but we serve mostly tech clients and conference production. Personal and work life has to be integrated. If you talk about strategies that how do you sustain in such kind of environment, you can collect empathy from the surrounding and seek help. So when you discuss and consider that it is integrated, a lot of problems are solved automatically. You only have one mind. You have to focus on both the aspects with the same energy, with the same outcome that you are expecting. Another thing is time management. If you are supposed to give time to something, then you have to give it. It's a gradual process. And third thing is discipline. So if you say that I have to give 1 hour to my hobby, you have to have that me time because that helps you refresh your energies so that you are able to adjust and face the situations more effectively. These are some of the things that I practice, and I feel that everybody should include that in their day-to-day life. Men and women are different personalities altogether. When we are talking about equality, we are talking more about rights and respect. The personalities cannot be changed. Correct. Right? The way I would think my son is sick, my husband might not think the similar way. In this situation, what do? I have to start trusting. If I'm leaving my son with somebody, then I have to trust that that somebody is capable of taking enough care. So trust is very important factor. The way my husband would trust me that my son is sick, my wife is at home and she'll take care of my son. Similarly, I have to start trusting the environment that someone else is there to take care of my son and I have to take care of some other responsibility. Females by nature lack that trusting and delegating. We have to train ourselves and train our minds for that. I feel marriage is necessary because only one value that other things cannot teach, whether work, whether child, whether whatever, is commitment. Marriage teaches you a lot about commitment. Marriages don't sustain nowadays is because, earlier men used to be, uh, many years back, I'm talking about when the institution of marriage came into existence, men were supposed to go out and get money for food and women were supposed to take care of child. Men were always worried if I don't have a wife, who's going to manage my house? And women were worried if somebody is not going out and earning, who's going to feed me? So there was dependency, and that dependency always bonded them together, and there was commitment for that dependency. Now, men can cook, women can earn, so dependency is reduced to a very large extent. And more time seeing them wake up and sleep, entire thought process changes. I am associated with Society of Women Engineers, and every year we organize one webinar which talks about investment, personal investment. A corporate woman, they know what is an SIP, they know what is a mutual fund, they know that they have to pay their taxes, but also to understand what all options they have. These communities of women are actually imparting those knowledge by organizing such webinars and lecture series. Flexi hours to have or to not have totally depends on what work you're doing. I am into social media marketing, digital marketing, and we need the entire team to do the brainstorming when we are in the initial phase of campaign design. So we need the creative designers, we need the content writer. So I cannot say that okay, in a flexible work hour, you stay home or you log in at 2 o'clock. So that discussion has to be input all hands, right? So I would say that it's very dependent on what work you are, what outcome you're looking at, you know. But yeah, if I know that this is a big software development and this is one module which has been assigned to me and I have to write 100 lines of code and deliver by this time, I don't need anyone else to interact with. I will choose my own good time, good mind frame, sit at night after dinner and finish it in 2 hours. I think deciding whether to give flexi hours or not is role dependent, very situational, and very project driven approach we have to use here. Earlier, there was a limitation of physical strength in terms of manufacturing and production line. Technology advancement, you don't need a physical strength the way it used to be 10 years back to lift things and to move things around. Machine and robots working around you, sense of using those technologies. You will find women in manufacturing production everywhere. Companies do have managed full-fledged creche running in the campus itself. I feel women should be just flexible to lead the life on their terms. Whatever suits that circumstances, be courageous enough to take a call. You can't stick to the same thought all your life. Correct. All the decisions once you get married are joint decisions. If you want to take an individual decision, you have to be courageous enough to face the consequences. You have to go with the flow, with the nature. But you know, women has the caliber to cover up these 10 years in 5 years if she excels in what she is doing. And for that matter, for men also. We already know that corporate has more men than women. Not everybody goes to the leadership position, right? True. So why are we talking about women not going to leadership position? Piece of advice which I would like to give to those females who are capable but not driven is that you need to have mentors in your life. You pick a professional mentor, you pick a personal mentor, you pick a spiritual mentor, you pick uh, a friend, a professor, a family member to give you advice. The leadership role is never dependent on how stable. There's no stability definition. The moment you get an opportunity, you should pursue it. Yeah.